record. There we go. So right now, morning trades are looking pretty good. These were just simple breaks right here where we saw these zones. So we were looking for a bounce, right in there. So we knew that if we fell below this zone, these were going to be our sells. Anything above this area would be buys. So we did have a little bit of drawdown on this candle here earlier this morning, almost 66 pips, which is not ideal. I think, let me double check my times on this one. So it is this one here that we entered. So this one here, we had the drawdown the most last night. This one here entered in at buys based on this zone break that we had right here. And like I said, I enter in on candle open. So entered in on this candle open, experienced some massive drawdown on that one throughout the night. But, it is what it is. Right now, we're starting. Oh, crap. I just realized I wasn't even sitting straight at my computer if you guys were looking. So with that being said, I was looking again for buys in this area. We did have that buy. Make sure my numbers are right because I don't think I'm right. I think I got pushed in on that one. Is that 5 pips? Yeah, that's where I got pushed in at right here because last night we were trading the 30-minute. Double check. Let's see, that right there was, yeah. So last night we were trading that 30-minute right in this zone, and I closed out of those buys that I was in because I got wicked out on that candle. That's what it was. We got wicked out on the candle, and then we were looking for these buys. So these buys were on the zone break here. Sorry, this one entry right here was really messing me up. But not looking bad for this morning. Let me jump to the 1 minute here, see what we're doing. So we're coming back down, clear these off. Let me open up the chat to make sure I'm not missing anything here. So first off, I guess I should say good morning. So these 2 entries down here are already protected, would take profits right there. Move those up into there. This buy here that we have, we're going to protect that one because we got a pretty good bit of, so many pips we got on that one. Yeah, we're sitting at 35 pips, so I can go and protect that one. So this is the only one that I've left unprotected. Need that to get, we needed some new candles to open up there. But yeah. How's everyone else looking this morning? What's going on? Throw me something in the chat. Let's see what we got. So yeah, it was right there where I got put in. I got put in literally right there on that push. And that was just the spread that got me. Yep. So that entry was taken roughly almost 2.5 hours ago. But like I said, I've got a few minutes to jump on here. Kids are finishing up schoolwork this morning. I woke up, did some stuff with them and the wife. Jumped on, got put in this entry and was like, you know what? I'm just going to sit here and let this thing ride. I'm not even going to look at the charts. And then jumped on and saw obviously that this here was on that 30-minute, was just a big push in this zone that we were looking for. So yeah, hopefully we can get another big push because if we look at the hour, remember we're not taking entries at this point. This right here is a very important zone right there. We've got to break that. And as you can see, we've wicked through it, but we need to push through that. So if we get a nice push, we tested that 50, but if we get a nice push up, we'd be looking at right there. So what just happened here? It took out the trade that we just protected, which is good. And let's see what's happening. Yeah, man, it's looking really good, really good. I was hoping we get a bigger push up here on that 30-minute, but it died down just a bit and gave us a swing high. And there's absolutely no structure on the bottom that we got. So it's got another chat that I'm in. So let's look at these other trades we looked at last night together. Odd U, we finally got that break that we were talking about. If we were looking, we're obviously, this is your buy zones for those buys, but it broke trend. So you're reacting to the market. It was a clean break. Currently 20 pips in profit. GU, we said right here's your breaks, and these are your sell stops if you want to initiate them. So if you have that zone there, 15 pips. If you're in that one, you're at 8 pips. If you got in on that break, which you guys know I'm a trend line guy, you're looking at 24 pips. EN was right there, was our buy stop. That's our sell stop. So sells are triggered. So we'll see how that one rides out. And then currently it's US 30, it's coming down. It's going to get me. Let's see what happens. Oh, no. I'll survive that 1 minute candle. Let's see what else happens. It's going to smack me. And if it smacks me out of this one, I'll close that top buy. Yep, got me. So boom, close it out. So there we have it. That's where we're at. Started the call, and like I said, I was hoping for that big push up. I was going to show you guys just how I manage a trade, and that was it. So protected, got knocked out. Up $3,300 from where we were last night when we were online. Would have been up almost 6,000 had we just held those trades up at the top. But hey, nonetheless, I'm cool with that. I'm happy. So now we'll just watch for the day, see what happens. There's really not, if I look at the 30-minute, pull this over here. If I look at the 30-minute, we do have structure built for another break right there, which we're breaking right now. So I'll just show you guys what I do. So if I see that break like there, I'm just clicking the buy. So like I said, we're taking that on the 30 minutes, seeing that break come through. I take candle push. So I'll go back now, look at that 1 minute. There's that candle push. There was the trend line I was looking for. So I missed my trend line entry by 7 pips. And then we'll just see what happened. Yeah, I was thinking we were going to get a really big hard push, which I mean that hard push still could take place. It may be later in the day. But I mean, that was still a decent push from the break itself. It was right in here, I think. So I mean, that was still a 106 pip push, which is pretty dang good. So no one's complaining with a 106 pip push, first thing in the morning. For the people that are looking for sells, we still need to be watching this daily candle. And as you can see, we did push down that daily candle. But remember that we're looking at that right there. So if you're truly in sells, you're still in sells from the top, and you're roughly at around 232 pips in profit. If you're looking at sells on the 1 hour, from the trades we took yesterday, if you didn't close, you're still holding these sells right here. There's no reason to close those out. If you're looking for sells in a lower part, remember there's no structure for sells on the lower part down here. So we've got, trend lines, we've got swing lows, we have all that stuff right here to go off of. You only have one swing low at the moment. And that one swing low at the moment gives you no structure. There's nothing you can place on that on the 1 hour. If you're a 30-minute trader and you're looking for, there's your swing low, again, no structure because you just now got your swing high. So having the swing high, the only thing that you've got right now at this moment is that right there. And I don't like that. So if you're a 1 minute guy and we zoom out, then you have this swing low and you have this swing low. So for this morning, you did have an opportunity to catch a quick little scalp on dot to dot break, which would have been right there, a quick 65 pip jump. And then if you were just trading off trend, you had your trend line there, a little bit of drawdown, 10 pips, and then a total run of 88 pips. So this is why I say have that trading plan already in order. Because if your trading plan is, I'm going to catch 25 pips, I'm running $5 a pip, I'm gonna make $125 real quick, then this move right here was for you. If you're going in saying I'm running $50 per pip and I'm only catching 10 pips and I'm gonna make $500, that right there is that move for you, because that turned out to be 59 pips. So on that move right there, if you're looking at say 59 pips and you're entering at $50 per pip, that was a $3,000 trade and your stop loss was right here. which would have been 43 pips. So your return was much better, obviously, than what you were risking for that one. So yeah, that's where you're at. Now, if you're looking at buys, again, you've got swing high, and you're connecting those like that. And right there is your entry that ran you 91 pips. Now, granted, look, it came all the way back. So it came all the way back to where you would have only been in profit 4 pips. And then you'd have been in profit at the peak up here now at 31 pips. But again, trading plan, because if your trading plan is let's catch 25 pips, then boom, you caught your 25 pips, you protected, you were able to catch more. If your plan was 50 pips, you caught it and you ran it. You've got to come into this trade knowing what your plan is going to be, because either way, there were big opportunities. Now, the reason I said the big buy opportunity happened back here was because of this right here. Hold on 1 second. How you had this, well, it's probably gonna look funky on the screen, so let me zoom in a bit. Right here, when we had that swing low and the swing high, if you're looking for your wick, that's your closest wick you've got, that's your closest structure, that was your entry, and you're currently up 179 pips in that buy. And that happened 325 minutes ago. So roughly 6 hours ago is when this move happened. 6 hours ago puts us at 356, that's the London move. So that's the move you to hit for London right there coming up. So again, trading plan, I'm going to jump on. I want to see what kind of push we get for London. Right there's your swing high, you jump. Right there's your entry for London. You're still in your London trade. And there's protection. And you have a multiple entry. So that's entry 1. And then your entry 2 falls right there on this zone where you go up. So you guys can see what I'm saying. There's all these opportunities right here, but there takes a plan and action and when you want these opportunities to take place. If you opened up your chart and you were looking at this right here, there's nothing to trade here. You missed that move based on what we're trading. Okay. If you wake up and let's say you're looking at the chart right now in this zone here, there's no opportunity for you. None. Unless you got in on that break or you're taking a late entry, which isn't safe. If you open up the charts and you see this right here, then now okay, all I got to do is connect these little dots up here. And whenever it breaks this trend, I'm taking the trade. Bam, broke. You're in drawdown a little bit, and then up she goes. So let me see what questions we got. Is R typically better on the 1 minute versus the 30 and 1 hour? I think it is, Chris. I think it's much better. Your risk versus reward is better if you got a trading plan. What messes people up, and you guys heard me and Vic talk about this a lot, was the fact that every time, Vic would say, man, every time I get on a chart, like every single time it reverses on me. Okay. So what he meant by reverse was like, let's say this right here was the sell he took. And then it came back up and knocked him out and goes the opposite direction. Well, it does that everywhere you look. So if you were in sales right here, it came and knocked you out. Right. Okay. If we were in buys based on, if you did some trend like this, you caught that buy and then all of a sudden it came back and knocked you out down here at your entry. So it's not reversal. That's how price action runs. So if you go into this with a plan saying, I want to catch 35 pips, I want to catch 25 pips, then you already have that plan mapped out in your head. So the moment you get 25 pips into this trade right there, you can go ahead and protect, close out half, and then leave a runner. Then when it knocks you out, it doesn't matter. You made your money. It's like me. When you guys saw me open the video, my equity was sitting at $63,000 up here. I could have closed it all out, but my plan wasn't to close it all out. My plan was I'm just catching moves at this point. That's it. I'm protecting my entries to where I can't lose the trades. I did lose that one trade. It was $908 from the top up here because I'd entered it. You saw my buy. My buy was right up in here. So there was no reason to let this buy run while price coming back down. I can close that out negative and then just find a better entry down here to go up. Now people say, well, Andy, if you're holding that trade though, and it comes back up, you don't lose that trade. I'm not worried about that. All I know is I had a plan, and that was I had a lot of profit down here at the bottom. And then I think we closed out like $2,900 worth of profit. And then with $900 left negative up here, it's like, cool. I'm okay with that because we've already made our profit. That's my trading plan. So you've just got to come in knowing what you're looking for on the charts, having it well mapped out and not jumping ahead of yourself. And that's one thing that I think is very important with, and I've said that a lot this morning. That's one thing that I think we should all focus on is waking up and having a plan of just seeking action on the chart of, okay, guys, today I'm catching X amount of pips. I'm particularly looking for buys. Why am I looking for buys? Well, because, I saw this move here. We've set up a higher high before we started selling down. We've got our dots up here to connect a trend line, and now we're buying up. Okay, cool. And then we have this zone that we know is really important right here. That 35,155 is a very important zone. Now, here's the thing. Remember, we closed out a trade at a loss of $908. Okay. If we kept that trade active, we'd break even right here. So we'd be at break even right about there. All right. By looking back at the chart on the 30-minute and seeing that trend and seeing it break again, I was able to put this buy right here, which now has me at $998. So if I close out this trade right now, this trade up here that I closed out for a loss doesn't even matter. I've already gotten back into it. Had I left that trade up here, I'd be breaking even right now. But what would have happened if it would have hit this trend line and not retested and then slammed down? I'd have been screwed. Then you're talking $1,800 negative, $2,800 negative, $3,000 negative. And then that mindset comes in, well, I'm just going to hold this till it turns back around. You just get out. Get out, restructure, refocus, get in on the trade. So let's see here. 1 minute swing high from September 7th to this morning, swing high trend, and zone is another buy opportunity at the zone now. So we'll see what we're looking at here. Right here. So Joey, I wouldn't go that far with it. And the only reason I say that is because when you start doing swing highs to swing highs and then ignoring all of these swing highs for the break, you can find yourself at a retest. So keep in mind that while that is a zone, that can also be a retest. So it would be a buy opportunity, but I personally would not be taking a buy off of this swing high to this swing high, only because I would have looked at this and said, I should have been in the buy here. It should have been in the buy here, because once you're in a buy that breaks out of this zone here, your next zone that you've got is up here, which is a solid run. I mean, if we measure that out where price currently is, I mean, that's, 59 pips, which isn't a bad run. I just personally would not be taking that trade on those swing highs. I want to get in much earlier on those. Let's see here. Adrian says, I have terrible mindset. Instead of getting out of a losing trade, I'll wait till it comes back. Yeah. And I mean, that's why 97% of all traders lose. When you've got bad trades, you've got to know when to get out of those bad trades. I mean, you have to. Yeah, I mean, if not, then you're going to be stuck in a lot of bad trades. And then you're always waiting. And how much we also have to ask ourselves, how much opportunity do we miss when we're waiting on those trades? Like when we're sitting here and let's say you're in let's say you're in a sell and you're in a really bad sell and you're in drawdown at 5,000 and there's buys taking place, you're missing opportunity on those buys. Like if I was in sells, so let's just use this for example. Let's say I'm in a sell here. And let's say I'm in a sell here. And I've got to sell way, 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 way down here. Like I made some bad decisions in life. All right, hold on a second. So let's pretend like this one here is way down here. All right. I'm not even looking for buys. My mindset is totally messed up. I'm not even looking for buys because I'm waiting on price to come down. So even though price has been buying up, I'm still sitting here at my desk going, okay, come on down. Come on, baby. Come down. Let's go. Let's go. But what you're missing is you missed a buy opportunity here based off the swing high, swing low. You maybe missed another buy over here on a zone break. So it was profit and profit and profit and opportunity, but you missed that opportunity because you were worried about this right here. And you can't trade that way. So what you end up having to do is you have to get out of those trades. And once you get out of those trades, now you can see opportunity. So let's see what we got here. New hour candle opened up. Again, very important for us to look at that zone. That zone should be the same on the 30-minute. Yep. Same zone on 30-minute. New hour candle. And now that we've got that right there, you got that swing high. So like I said, it's about the best structure that you guys have right there if you're looking for something. I don't like that, but that's about the best you got on the 30-minute. Let's see. Nice trade management teaching anything. You're very welcome. So I'll hunt sales then. so yeah, I mean, you're just looking for opportunity on the chart, but don't be in an opportunity. Don't be in a bad situation that keeps your opportunity off that. I mean, I've been there. I've held drawdown before for 3 to 4 weeks where I wasn't even taking trades because I'm like, well, I'm waiting on this move to happen. You know, well, what move, Andy? I'm waiting for these sales to come all the way back. And in between waiting on all these sales to come back, I had probably a dozen opportunities to make my money 10x if I'd have been looking for buys instead of waiting for the sells, you know, to come back down. So just something for you guys to think of when you're in these trades. Do not be afraid to cut losses. I can promise you that, because cutting losses is the way to go. And you guys will notice I'm missing my partner, Lawson. He wasn't able to trade with me today. He had to finish up his schoolwork, and he's a little bit behind because we've been trading in the mornings, and that's when they do their schoolwork. And he's been trying to catch up in the evening, and it didn't work. So he's currently playing catch up. So guys, I'm going to jump off here. I've got to get in and eat some breakfast, change clothes, head to Fit Plus, get some of my stuff knocked out. But I hope everyone has a great day. And yeah, we'll see how the trades pan out. I hope everyone is extremely profitable today. And that's about it, man. So any questions y'all have, let me know, hit me up. And like I said, everybody enjoy the day and hopefully you guys murder it. So we'll watch you on a bit.